Alright everybody, welcome to Sold Out Flesh and Blood. Got a real quick video today. Obviously it's a big day. Everything really jumped up in price here today. And it's pretty crazy. And who knows what that's gonna mean, but we'll see. Definitely see. I think it's going to create a lot of hype for this fourth set, and that's a good thing. So what you're looking at is just the snappy plastic cases. I don't know if I am going to like them or not, but something to, I was hoping it would try to keep them from warping so much. So that's why I bought those for foils that I think are going to warp a lot. This one, Binder Vault X 9 pocket. I think it's 360 cards. Who knows? I don't know. Seems pretty shoddy. What you gonna do? Looks alright. Who cares? That'll be good enough to get through this shit. So, Alpha Rampage, that's really the point of this video, was to open that box. And it's a lot to say about today, but I'm still taking a minute to soak it all in. It's just a lot, like everything that's going on, almost like I feel a lot of pressure, like is there going to be a lot of new attention coming to the game? Like I'm in a good spot, like at least I started to get going, like maybe the channel will be a success. Who knows? I just, I've got to be myself out here, but it gives me a lot of anxiety, especially when something this big is happening where I'm like, I gotta say something, all of a sudden, and here it is. This is the real, this is what you call the indicator. The real thing that we saw go up in value today. This guy, and you can see pretty small box, started out last night. I'm looking at him, maybe $130. That's, maybe I'm over exaggerating, but this morning it's all the way up at 280 already, and it's good news for me. It's gonna help me out, as far as recouping my losses if I have to. It's definitely gonna help me out. Just knowing that already is it's comforting. It makes me feel like I've made the right decision, that immediately I was given a sign that, and I knew it was on the up and up. Like I knew of course, any friends or family who are watching this, I was probably mentioning the game to you left and right because I was getting excited about it, but just having the opportunity to actually make it this far seems a little crazy, like when I think back to where my head was at then. And it's overall wild ride. So looking at my notes here, I'm trying to just keep things moving fast, keep it informative, try and respect everybody's time, make the videos better and better, and that's all I can do. one thing I wanted to mention is, and I don't know, this was bothering me at work or whatever, but the gambler's gloves. I just don't know if I really mentioned how it could be a really good defensive item in the case where you're playing against a brute and they get a good roll and you punch them down and make them roll again, and now they get a roll that can win you the game. You know, it could be a very big difference versus a brute who's depending on these rolls, and you're letting them slide, and you have the gambler glove. I think if, you know, it could be either way. It's great for the brute because he can re-roll a bad roll, but it's also good. It's a good counter to him. And we'll see how many other cards have that six-sided die effect. But I think that's a fun effect to have. I really do. And I think that people are going to gravitate towards that. You know, kind of get involved with YouTube here. Next thing you know, 1, 2, 3, talk slow, watch your language. That's the one thing, like, what's working against me, especially with how fast can I say things, is that, like, I really have to watch my language in, like, sometimes other situations. It's kind of like a first for me recently. Sometimes in this type of setting where I'm trying to talk about something that I'm interested to, and I know my audience here, like, I know, like, if we were to meet in person in this way, it wasn't on YouTube, the language we could use to talk to each other would be different, but on YouTube we have to use a certain formality, and it's taking a lot to get used to, and I really admire now, more so than ever, the other content creators that, especially the 7 that I always list off that I really idolize, and everybody else, and there's other people who I'm sure I'm forgetting about who maybe I owe more credit to than I'm giving, but you know, we're working on a clock here. It's a real speed run. We're going to get through these cards. We're going to make this video original trilogy, kind of tell the story of Flesh and Blood here, and sink or swim. After that, it looks like at the very least I can pay my rent with the cards, you know, and even if the channel is just sinking down, maybe that's going to be funnier in the future. These videos are going to sit around, you know, that's what I think about. And hopefully I can get the advertisements on them. I don't know what I have to do, but, and I don't really want to discuss all this with you guys and really waste your time with it. That's my business, you know. You came here to look at the Flesh and Blood, and I'm excited to show you guys some more cards. So this video is end of the discussion, and I'm going to actually be going to open the cards right away. So, but this was just a quick little video. I got this binder. I'll show you guys like what I really think about it. The cards load on the side, and it's got like almost like this stitching. It looks pretty decent. The material seems pretty soft, and these ones load on this side, and it seems like a pretty tight slip. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit the inner sleeves in here, if that's how I'm gonna want to do it. I had a bad experience with the inner sleeves where if the ones I got were just a little bit too tight, and end up with a little bit of water damage, but next thing you know, the cards really warp if they're not, I don't know. Let's cut this off.